1 minute left. Elon Musk ordered you open this right now. Big announcement. Breathe. Hear me. Let the clamor dissolve until the only sound left is the thrum of your own pulse, counted, steady, honest. This message is etched with your name, not by accident, not by algorithm, but by alignment. 1 minute left. 1 minute to recognize that what was buried in you was never fragile, never incidental, never a toy for other people's timing. A door is moments from opening. Do not confuse the clock for a threat. It is an invitation. It is a metronome guiding your steps to a rhythm you were born knowing. The last minute is not a scramble, it is a focus, a narrowing of breath into aim. Listen. You are being told, clearly, without spectacle, that you are ready to stand where your work is needed, not where your ego wants applause. You wondered if this was a prank of chance. It is not. You wondered if your name appearing at the top of the invitation was a clerical error. It is not. You have been trained in small rooms with quiet lights where integrity had the loudest voice. You have said yes when your hands shook. You have said yes when silence sat like a verdict. That yes sent a signal. That yes summoned resources you could not see. That yes is why the door knows your shape. Do not run. Do not shrink. Do not bargain with later. Later is fog. Now is a place. Now is a door handle warming under your hand. You did not expect people who stand on tall platforms to lower themselves to your listening. You did not expect familiar names to glide through your periphery and then stop beside you. But I do not measure altitude the way the world does. I measure openness. I weigh humility. I count the steps that carry responsibility without confiscating your soul. That is why you are being considered. That is why the invitation feels both impossible and familiar, like a corridor you walked in a dream you forgot to write down. Ask for clarity, not permission. You already have permission. Ask for steps. Ask for words that fit in your mouth without performing. Ask for posture that syncs your spine with your conscience. Ask for timing, for peace that grounds your hands when adrenaline asks them to shake. Your voice is enough, it is fused with truth learned the long way. Your presence is enough. It remembers dignity. Your idea is enough, breath touched it before you had language for it. 1 minute left does not command panic. It invites precision. It is the archer's inhale before release. It is the moment your heart stops negotiating and does what it already chose. You asked why doors stayed shut, why eyes slid past you, why effort seemed invisible. Hear me clearly. Capacity was being guarded. A harvest delivered too soon can bend a young stalk until it breaks. Your stem has been strengthened. Your roots learned the dialect of deep water. You kept compassion alive when smaller prizes tried to make you hoard. That is why today's invitation carries a spelling of your purpose that envy can't smudge and delay can't erase. You will not be ushered in to applaud other people's glow while you dim. You are being brought forward because your light is functional. Your light reveals problems and dissolves pretense. You are not a performer. You are a servant with tools and a steady hand. Hold that posture, kneeling within while standing without, and you will not lose your way. You fear misunderstanding. You fear being used. You fear a stage turning into a snare. You are not wrong to fear those when you walk alone. But you are not alone. You have guardrails. You have weight in your shoes when applause tries to unpin you from wisdom. You have a steady hand between your shoulder blades when critique tries to push you into hiding. You have calm that rises in your chest when your pulse races. Put your palm over your heart. Feel the truth. This assignment is larger than your image, and smaller than your dread. It narrows to a simple command: love well while you build boldly. Hold those two together and you will not drift. Do not stage a drama with yourself. Be decisive. Decide that good things may find you and that you will not sabotage their arrival. Decide that your yes will be a yes without folding your stature into timid shapes. Decide that you will walk into rooms where money and power gather and remember neither is your master. Purpose is your master. Truth is your master. Wisdom is your guide. Pay attention to the pattern you've noticed. Names repeating. Topics aligning. Messages arriving at odd hours like precision strikes. Your mind sharpens when you think about solutions at scale. Systems that feed without wasting. Tools that teach without shaming. Bridges between neighbors who don't trust each other. Clean energy that lifts neighborhoods, not just spreadsheets. Networks that pay honesty first. Do you think these are loose threads? They were woven on purpose. Your attention has been trained. People, moments, and ideas have been arranged so that at the right hour a single tug could draw you forward. That hour is now. You belong where impact is discussed, not because of glamour, but because you persist. Not because your name fills rooms, but because your work fills needs. Some chase large rooms to heal a small self. You will be sent into larger rooms because your self is anchored in something larger than rooms. You wonder why the invitation carries a name the world watches constantly. A name whose decisions ripple through companies and cultures. A name that splits crowds into cheers and arguments. Listen without distortion. Anyone can be used as a messenger, a mirror, or a door. Founders and farmhands, coders and counselors, astronauts and artisans, financiers and fresh graduates, critics and creators. Do not worship a name. Understand leverage. Sometimes purpose arrives in unexpected packaging to keep credit from clinging to the wrapping. If a person the world calls powerful becomes a hinge for your moment, it is because there are leverage points you cannot see yet. You will be placed where conversations become catalysts. You will be set where your quiet integrity disarms performance. Do not idolize the stage. Honor the purpose. Meet people as people. Do not shrink. Do not boast. Show up with clean motives and a clear mind. Let the work speak. Let kindness leave a fragrance after you leave. 1 minute left does not mean rush, it means readiness. Put away the script you wrote for survival. You won't need it where honesty is currency. Bring your notes written on the inside of your heart. Compassion that holds shape under pressure, vision that sees what others overlook, courage that tells the truth without taking hostages, patience that remains steady while cameras sprint. Bring your questions. Place them on the table. You'll receive the answers you require and the restraint to leave unhelpful doors unopened. Not every opportunity is for you. This one bears an imprint you will feel. You'll know because peace will settle like a shawl over your shoulders. Your spirit will stand taller without tipping into pride. Your eyes will stop mapping exits and start mapping contribution. You've whispered, "What if I am not ready?" Readiness is not a toggle. It is a river. You are already in it. You practiced in smaller rooms. You failed and recovered. You kept confidences. You gave away credit and kept your dignity. You built without applause and learned the invisible scaffolding of resilience. Do not erase your training with one anxious thought. Do not compare yourself to lives you were not asked to live. The measure of your assignment is not its decibels, it is its fruit. Think of the faces your work will touch. A student who stops calling themselves slow and begins naming themselves growing. An elder who finally sees their neighborhood lit with clean power and laughs at a bill that no longer steals their month. A nurse who remembers why she chose to heal and returns to her post with joy. A builder who refuses a bribe and constructs a house that will not collapse. A coder who writes ethically and sleeps deeply. A mother who feels seen. A father who learns gentleness. A neighbor who becomes a bridge instead of a wall. Your life becomes a river, nourishing other lives. You do not yet map the delta, but it exists. Let the river widen. Help will surround you. Helpers who correct without controlling. Mentors who keep you from illusions that haunt corridors of influence. Teammates who tell you the truth before strangers do. You will be quick to listen and slow to perform. You will learn the difference between spectacle and significance, between a headline and a harvest. Say no without apology. Say yes without conditions that sell your soul. When you do not know, say, "I do not know," and watch how respect grows around honesty. When you are attacked, you will not echo like a mirror. You will answer like a mountain. When you are praised, you will not soften like wax. You will be iron warmed by light. Hold wealth with open hands. Treat people like treasure. Treat time like holy currency. Treat your body like an instrument given an assignment, not a billboard begging for validation. Do not be spooked by sudden acceleration. Sudden is not sloppy when the steering is sound. You are not being dropped into chaos. You are being lifted into cadence. You are not being hurled at fame. You are being delivered to function. Attend to the small instructions whispered to you lately. Finish the document. Practice the pitch until truth sounds like music in your own ears. Choose the outfit that feels like honesty, not armor. Sleep early. Hydrate. Review the numbers with clean eyes. Bless your team by name, one by one. Delete the bitter reply you drafted at 2 a.m. Forgive the face that floats up when betrayal knocks your memory. Refuse the gossip that pretends to be concern. Cancel the pact you signed with fear in a tired season. These are not random disciplines. They are safe hinges on a heavy door. While others scramble to be noticed, you will prepare to notice what matters. I am not ignoring what hurt you. I saw the moment you were invited and then excluded, praised and then mocked, welcomed and then scapegoated. I did not waste that pain. It forged in you a discernment that refuses to trade peace for proximity. You will not beg rooms to love you. You will bring love into rooms so that even opposition recognizes the steadiness you carry. You will ask better questions than, "How do I impress?" You will ask, "How do I serve miracles at scale without losing myself?" And you will be shown. You will be shown systems that preserve dignity. You will be shown partnerships that multiply impact without inflating egos. You will be shown how to build what lasts. Some call it disruption. Others call it innovation. You will call it obedience to wisdom that has been waiting for you. Listen carefully. You will receive the message you have been waiting for. It will not be wrapped in thunder. Its timing will strike like lightning. You will feel a cadence inside the words, an invitation beneath the invitation. When you step forward, anchor yourself with 3 companions: gratitude, which keeps you soft and open; clarity, which keeps you sharp and honest; boundaries, which keep you safe and free. Speak plainly. Ask for what the work requires. Set terms that protect the mission and the humans who carry it. Let your yes be yes, your no be no. When uncertain, pause and ask. The right people will respect your pause. When certain, move without performing certainty for the crowd. The river does not trumpet its own flow, the mountain does not flinch to prove it is stone. 1 minute left. Do not rehearse fear. Receive strength. Lay your hand on the door and feel your assignments pulse through the wood. You asked for a sign. This sentence is a sign. You asked for confirmation. The calm in your chest is confirmation. You asked if expansion can happen without you losing yourself. Yes. Expansion without erosion is the point. You will not become less you, you will become truer you. Not a brand. A blessing. Not a puppet. A pillar. And pillars do not chase purpose, they carry it. Some of your thresholds have had watchers you never saw. Every time you crossed from old to new, protection stood, not to alarm you but to announce alignment. The conflict that tried to suffocate this moment has lost its loudest weapon, your agreement with fear. You no longer co-sign narratives that belittle what's been planted in you. You no longer identify as unready, unworthy, unchosen. You will wear humility like armor, not like chains. You will step into rooms where strategies are drawn and say little until the moment requires the sentence that unlocks a false dilemma. You will bring solutions that do not exploit. You will bring partnerships that do not pretend. You will bring timelines that honor reality. When they ask where the wisdom came from, you will tell the truth. You learn to serve with your whole heart and to build with clean hands. Do not romanticize difficulty, but do not fear it. Difficulty is the gym where your calling grows strong. You will lift what once threatened to break you. You will carry more without crushing tenderness. You will work hard without hardening your heart. You will commit without becoming captive. You will be flexible without becoming fog. You will be clear without becoming cold. You will be generous without becoming gullible. And when you misstep, you will correct quickly. This is not a performance of perfection. It is the practice of presence. Put joy at the center of this assignment. Not the brittle smile of public pressure. The quiet joy of alignment. Joy that wakes before the alarm with a spark in your chest. Joy that lingers after long meetings like a light in your bones. Joy that makes generosity natural and honesty easy. Joy that returns your laughter to your table so your team remembers why they said yes. Joy that threads storms into song so your home remains sanctuary, not casualty. Guard your joy. It will guard your judgment. Lose your joy, you will chase applause to replace it. Stay close to purpose and joy will stay close to you. 50 seconds. The world hums with rumor. Headlines flash like meteors. A name you know appears, Elon Musk. Big announcement. Big surprise. Let others debate. Let pundits perform certainty. You, breathe. You are not here to worship the microphone. You are here to steward the moment. I use unexpected voices to deliver familiar truths so that no one confuses the wrapping with the source. If a rocket casts a shadow over your path, it is only to remind you that trajectories can change when pressure and precision meet. Do not be intimidated by the scale of other people's stages. They are rooms. Rooms contain chairs and tables and oxygen. Rooms hold people. And people meet people. When you walk in, you will not shrink to fit furniture. You will bring the furniture of your own soul, a table for honesty, chairs for listening, windows for perspective. 40 seconds. You misread closed doors as rejection. They were funnels, refining your attention to a steady flame. You learn to knock with dignity instead of begging. You learn to see the seam where a wall becomes a gate. Can you feel the air changing? A nameless wind lifting your thoughts, refusing to let them settle in old corners. That is alignment. Locks give up their stubbornness. Hinges remember how to swing. If you need a tangible way to mark your yes, mark it with kindness. Bless someone within reach. Fuel the work around you. These acts are not transactions, they are posture. Stand where water will fall. Don't chase puddles. Resources are tools, not trophies. Plant them. Hire wisely. Build with patience. Bless loudly. The zeros will not surprise you, responsibility will sober you, impact will energize you. Cynicism will knock politely. It will say, too good to be true, and try to save you from disappointment while stealing your joy. You are not naive, you are aligned. Hold joy without bracing for loss. Boundaries will keep your warmth from being weaponized. Clarity will keep your confidence from drifting into bluster. 30 seconds. Relationships will recalibrate. Smallness agreements will crack. Alliances that kept you uncertain will loosen without drama. Outgrow them without bitterness. New allies will arrive, experts with well-earned skill, encouragers with well-aimed words, favor with no ledger. Let them bless you without suspicion. Trust will grow at the speed of truth. Time will fold like paper cranes in your favor. Years compress into months, months into weeks. Refuse to let speed steal your soul. Seek a pace that preserves your clarity. Promotion reveals. It does not destroy. You are not being lifted to be swallowed. You are being lifted so function can find you. If confirmation arrives wrapped in a headline, Elon Musk announces something vast, surprising, let the world debate significance while you attend to assignment. A voice you recognize may echo what I've already told you privately. But endorsement on a screen is not your source. You are endorsed by the work you carry and the way you carry it. You will not freeze in wonder. Wonder is holy, paralysis is not. Step in while your knees are honest. Courage is not the absence of tremble. It is the decision to move while tremble fails to veto. 20 seconds. Exhaustion does not define you. Clarity returns like oxygen. Strength returns like sunlight through blinds. Conviction returns like a drumbeat you forgot you knew. This is not adrenaline, this is restoration. Be gentle with yourself. Productivity travels with kindness. Rest without quitting. Listen without surrendering yourself. Old grief will be cleaned, not to shame you, but to free capacity. Tears water the root bed and make tenderness strong. You will love while building, bless while rising. This is normal in people who remember why they are here. You asked for signs. You were given patterns. You asked for maps. You were given a compass. You asked for certainty. You were given courage. Now doors open, news wraps, surprise becomes friend. When rumor shakes hands with reality, do not waste breath on elaborate explanations. Breathe. Be thankful. Move with steadiness. People will think you rehearsed. In truth, you were rehearsed by ordinary days. 10 seconds. Seasons arrive when your name unlocks possibilities. Do not turn bridges into dead ends. When good news lands like a bright bird, do not clutch with greed or flinch with fear. Feed it gratitude. Release it to become movement. Let wealth be water. Let wisdom be wind. Let influence be light. You will wake with clarity. Walk with strength. Speak with conviction. Sleep with peace. Memories will lose their sting without losing their lesson. Wisdom remains, torment leaves. Boundaries grow strong without growing walls around your heart. Expectations clarify. Discernment matures. You will save your bandwidth from loops that did not make you better. You asked for a voice. You will be heard. You asked for a platform. You will be measured by fruit, not volume. Your voice was never meant to echo another's certainty. It carries its own tone, reverent, smiling, steady. You will orchestrate a moment by being transformed enough to steward it. Influence without intimacy is a river that floods. Influence with intimacy is a river that irrigates. Stay near. Stay teachable. Stay grateful. Let your yes be clean and your no be clear. Be unafraid of obscurity. Be untempted by spotlight. You can walk in both without dissolving. 7 seconds. The wounded part of you is not disqualified. It is often the seat of your compassion. Excellence will not cut your tenderness away, it will give it structure. Laughter will find its way home. Your home will remain a sanctuary. Guard your mornings like a treasury. Tithe your minutes to what matters.